Blair is another Descendant that we can unlock, and today I'm gonna help you optimize your time so that you can get this character faster and for free. What's up Descendants, Bob here, and this is my guide to unlock Blair. If you want to see more videos for the first Descendant, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to support me, I'm gonna leave my Nexon creator code in the video description. Blair was the 4th Descendant that I got. When I farmed for Sharon and Freyna, I learned many things to be able to get more out of my time. And now I'm going to explain to you what I did. First, we're going to talk about the requirements to unlock Blair, and then we will go with my recommendations. To unlock Blair, first we need access to the White Knight Gulch and fully unlocked Hagios. This will allow us to obtain the components to investigate the character. After having unlocked both areas, now we can start getting the components. But if you have not finished the main story yet, I recommend that you wait. And the reason is because when you finish the story, you will be level 100, and by being level 100 you will do all the activities way faster. Instead of taking 10 minutes for an infiltration, now it will take you 7 minutes or less, which makes a difference in the long run. And my second recommendation is to use a character who has AoE skills. Lepic, Bunny and Freyna are very good characters for infiltration operations that will help us do them faster. Because with their skills, we will be able to cut time progressing faster in the activity. And my last recommendation is to use short range weapons. For any infiltrations, the SMGs and shotguns are great. The SMGs are very good because you're going to kill the enemies faster, move faster, and in general make the long part of the infiltration shorter. That is why it is very important to have a good weapon. I recommend the Thunder Cage. I think this weapon so far is the best for these activities. And for your shotgun, use the one you like the best. But I recommend that you use one that has an affix that does more damage in weak points. This will help us a lot when we fight the boss. Now let's talk about the components that we need to unlock Blair. These components are the enhanced cells, the stabilizer, the spiral catalyst, and the code. First, for the enhanced cells, we have to go to the White Knight Gulch. And here we're going to do the infiltration operation, Mystery's End. This infiltration is probably the easiest, and with weak enemies, and that's why I chose Bunny. She is going to do wonders in this particular infiltration. And in the boss area, it will also be very useful, because in the boss's immunity phase, enemies will appear around him. With Bunny you can quickly erase them to continue damaging the boss. And for the stabilizer, we're gonna go to the Biolab operation, which we can find in the White Knight Gulch. This infiltration for me was the most difficult, and I recommend that you use Lepic for this specific one. But if you don't have Lepic, Bunny will do the work. In this infiltration, I was using Glay, and I was trying to level her up, which by the way, I recommend that you do not use her for this infiltration. It will make things much more difficult for no reason. In general, this infiltration is very easy, but the boss area is where things get complicated. There will be many enemies appearing, and if you focus a lot on the boss, you will not be able to even react with a character like Blair, who does not have any shields. Lepic on the other hand is going to be great here with his overkill. This ability is going to allow us to destroy the spheres that are above the head of the boss in his immunity phase very quickly. And that is something that we want, because these need to be destroyed almost at the same time, or they will reappear. Now for the third component, we're gonna go to the Haven infiltration, which we can find in Hagios. This infiltration is very simple like the first one. There is really nothing that I think you're going to struggle with. Like the second infiltration, I recommend Lepic. This guy is gonna help us a lot with the spheres in the boss's immunity phase, erasing them with 4 shots of Lepic's overkill. Otherwise you will be a minute or 2 shooting at these spheres. And for the fourth and last component, we're gonna go to the Old Mystery infiltration, which we can find in Hagios. In this infiltration, I was very lucky and got the Blair code on my first attempt. But to give you a good guide, I did it a couple more times to give you the recommendations. As in the previous infiltrations, my preferred Descendant was Lepic. And the reason is because of the spheres in the immunity phase when we fight the boss. His overkill will help us disappear the spheres. And if we compare him to Bunny, Lepic is gonna be better because he has a little more range with his grenade and overkill. And Bunny has to run everywhere to shock the enemies, which makes Lepic better in my opinion. And finally, after having obtained the 4 components, we are going to return to Anais in Albion. and we're gonna spend the components and 400k gold. And after 16 hours of research, Blair will finally be yours to use. And that's all for this video. If it was entertaining or useful, please leave a like, it really helps out. And if you want to see more videos for the first Descendant, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Later.